You fell on your knees at the hour of mercy at 3 p.m., recited the chaplet, imploring God that this evil be stricken from our world, which is what God wants. And God told Faustina, whatever you ask in this hour, I will grant you, provided it's in accordance with my will. Well, we know that this is what God wants. God does not want to afflict humanity with evil by permitting evil through our own apostasy and sinfulness, but he wants us to convert and turn back to him so that he may then banish it from our midst. So if in this hour we fall on our knees and implore God to remove from us this evil in our midst, he would want to do it, but he will not unless we unite our will with his. Only then will he deign our request. But we must be united with God's will. So if you pray the chaplet of the Divine Mercy at the 3 p.m. hour, imploring God to rid the world of evil, God will reward you because he sees your intention and he rewards it accordingly. He does not look at the prophet's souls received from it or lack thereof, but he looks at your intention. And the more we recite this chaplet at 3 p.m. and implore the divine mercy upon this world of ours, pledging to God to renew our intimacy with him, that is, a daily steadfast prayer life, going to the sacraments of confession and communion frequently, reciting the rosary daily, meditating on the hours of the Passion, doing our acts in the divine will, the more God will be willing to remove this evil from our midst, but not until we do so. This is why God permitted in the Old Testament plagues during the Egyptians' time, to make them renounce their false gods. And the more they resisted, the more the plagues multiplied. Nature has no conscience. It has no rationality or volition. Nature is the instrument of God, the elements God uses to bring us back to him. And therefore, the more man rebels against the will of God, the more natural disasters increase. This is not a theory, it is a biblical fact. The first natural disaster occurred in Eden. Before Adam and Eve sinned, there were no natural catastrophes. But once Adam and Eve sinned, thistles grew, beasts became wild. The animals turned against Adam and Eve. Why? To call his will back to the divine will. Nature is God's instrument. And the more nature rebels against us, the more it is time for us to fall to our knees at the 3 p.m. hour, especially, and implore God's mercy upon the world. And the more we fail to do so, the more nature will remind us. That's how it works. It's a psychosomatic principle within the law of physics that God has put. Nature is predicated upon supernature. The natural upon the supernatural, the physical upon the metaphysical, not the other way around. Freedom upon grace, evil upon sin.